Biblically Centered Kids.
Hello and happy Sunday to everyone out there. Today is September 1st, 2024. My name is Mr. Johnny, and I'm super happy to be here with you today. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Today, we're going to be doing a draw-along. Are you surprised? Of course not. We do it every Sunday. But man, I can't believe it's already September. Can you? Well, we have a fun holiday today. I know my kids will enjoy this one because today is American Chess Day. Chess, a game of strategy and skill. Chess is played the world over by young and old alike. To play, two opponents face off across a checkers-style board and take turns using their pieces of kings, queens, rooks, knights, bishops, and pawns to move across the 64-square board. Game times, well, they vary. Great players can knock out their opponents very quickly, or you can spend hours strategizing every single move. To win, a player must use their pieces to capture those of the other player, with the ultimate goal of taking over the other player's king. Checkmate! Often called the Game of Kings, you can play chess the good old-fashioned way with another player in person or on the computer with opponents from all over the world. My kids have enjoyed learning how to play chess over the past few months, and it's been fun for me to try to relearn the game. So happy American Chess Day. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into our draw-along. Okay, are you ready? Go get your paper, your pens, your pencils, your markers, your crayons, your colored pencils, and your false teeth. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds to go get your supplies, and then I'll see you right back here. All right, do you have your supplies? Well, awesome. We're going to do our drawing on our paper horizontally, so on its side, meaning the short sides of your paper on the left and right, and the long sides of the page are on top and bottom. Today, we're going to draw an image of Abraham and Isaac at the altar, with an angel in the background and a ram with its horns caught in a bush, signifying the mighty way God provided for Abraham in the moment when Abraham was trusting in God the most. All right, so first I'm actually going to draw the ram first with his head stuck in the bush, and then we're going to move backwards. There's going to be a little hill behind him, and then behind the hill we're going to see the top half of Abraham and Isaac and the altar. And then in the clouds we're going to draw a big burst of light signifying the angel. So let's start with the ram. Okay, so his head is going to be stuck in a bush, so I'm going to draw his face. Now this is going to be hard to communicate how to draw a ram, okay? But if you can imagine, obviously it looks very much like a goat, so kind of a short body, kind of long hooved legs, and he's got two big horns coming out the top of his head. So first I'm going to draw his head. So I'm going to draw the top of his head, like you would draw any top of a head, and then his big ears kind of drooping down, and then his face kind of coming down and getting narrower as you get to his snout. Okay, and I'm going to give him two little slits on the bottom of his face, signifying his nose, his nostrils. And then I'm going to give him two big eyes, and they're going to be kind of looking up as if he's looking at the bush his horns are stuck in. Give him some eyebrows. I might draw like a line or two in his ears just to kind of give him a little bit of texture. Oh, my pen just broke. That's not good. I got to get a new pen. My pen broke. Got it. Okay, so first I'm going to draw his left horn because his right horn is going to be what's stuck in the bush. So his left horn will be able to see the full thing. So almost draw it like a candy cane coming out the top of his head, curving to the left. Then I'm going to give him some stripes on his horn. And now I'm going to draw a big bush next to his head. Okay, so you can draw that just how you would draw any bush. It's kind of like a big cloud, but we're going to have a little base, almost like a little small tree coming out of the bottom of it. Okay? Draw that bush. All right, and then I'm going to draw his other horn kind of coming out of his head, but obviously stuck in the bush. And he's worried. He's stuck in the bush. Okay, now I'm going to draw his body kind of coming off to the left, kind of curving up, and then coming down, and then you can draw his back legs. And then I'm going to draw the legs behind his body. So I've done both the legs closest to me, and I'm going to draw the back legs, or I guess the legs furthest away from me. I'm also going to give him some hooves on his feet. And of course, he's got to have a tail. Just a small tail. All right, so there he is stuck in the bush. I'm going to draw some like curved lines coming off his horns and his back legs, signifying that he's kind of in motion, trying to get himself unstuck. All right, now I'm going to draw him. I'm going to draw a little hill that he's standing on, curving from the left of the page over all the way to the right. And then maybe a little bush or something to the left of him, just kind of give a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to draw another hill that starts from if you go maybe about halfway up your page to the left, draw a hill over there that kind of starts there and then comes all the way down, but have it slanted all the way down to the right side of your page. Okay, now back here we're going to have Isaac and Abraham. First I'm going to draw Abraham. Abraham's going to be basically right above where the ram is, but just right behind that hill that we just drew. So you're going to draw his face and his arms, but you're only going to see about the top half of his body, okay? Because he's behind the hill kind of looking over here like, whoa. So I'm going to draw his face first, and he's going to have a big beard. All right, so I'm drawing his beard now. And his mouth is going to be like open, like he's like, like he can't believe what he's seeing. All right, I'm going to put it like a little small hat on his head with some coverings coming down over his ears. All right, now you can just draw the rest of his body, his arms. You can do them however you want. But of course, he's going to be wearing kind of like a tunic. Okay, so there is our Abraham. Okay, and now next to him, I'm going to draw the altar that he was building. So it's basically going to be like a rectangle that's coming out. You can kind of make it look like stone. So just draw like some lines in there just to make it look like it's made out of stone. Almost like if you can imagine drawing a chimney. And then I'm going to draw a bunch of sticks on the top of it, just a bunch of stick lines. So you just draw a bunch of straight lines left and right, making it look like he was building an altar that he was going to catch on fire. To the left of that, I'm going to draw Isaac. And Isaac is a young boy. So a similar way, just going to draw his face, but of course he's not going to have a beard because he's a young boy. Give his hair kind of like he's got a short little haircut. And he's standing there in amazement of what he is seeing too. now, to the right, there should be a little bit of space open on the right of your page. I'm just going to draw some very light lines, kind of fanning out in like a circle pattern. And this, for me, is going to represent the angel whose voice they heard. And then you can also draw some clouds. And when you break out your colors, you want to really make sure where you put the spot for the angel, you put some bright colors in there. And if you want to draw an actual angel, you can do that too. I'm just doing it because in the story, it talks about how they heard the voice of the angel of the Lord. So it's more so signifying that this voice is talking. And you can draw some clouds in the background too. All right, how do you think your drawing's coming along? Does it look finished yet? This one was a tricky one, wasn't it? And hey, if you need more time, feel free to take as much time as you need. And once you're done and it looks awesome, that's when you can break out those colors and make this thing pop and be creative however you want it. And once it's done, once you keep it in a safe spot. I think these pictures, I know I say this every time, these pictures are great to look back on. This is a great story that we learned about the importance of listening and trusting God. So it'd be good to keep. And hey, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and thank you so much for listening to the Biblically Centered Kids podcast this week. We have a brand new batch of episodes starting tomorrow, moving on to Virtue. Does anyone know? H-I. What comes after I? That's right, Virtue J, which is a great one. And we're excited to start a brand new week of episodes tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Until next time.